Hey there, it's Gretchen Coley with the Coley Group at Tate, and I'm back with my friend Paul Norment, our trusted lender from Homeside Financial. And the next part of the First Time Homebuyer series, we're talking about credit. There's a lot that goes into credit. For those of you who are so fortunate that your credit is brilliant and you have gone through your teenage years, kudos to you, or through your early 20s, kudos to you. A lot of people have blips on the radar. So I want to just talk about how to overcome those, how to make sure you know where your credit stands, and where you should go from there. So what should people know about their credit, Paul?
So, first of all, you don't have to have perfect credit to buy a home.
What?
There's plenty of programs out there that we can help. There's a lot of resources online, Credit Karma, your bank app, things like that you can get a general idea of what your scores are. But at the same time, what mortgage companies use is a specific type of credit report. The algorithm is different than what you're seeing on those websites. So oftentimes people think that they have a score in the upper sevens, but when we look at it, it's a lot lower due to like you said, a Time Warner collection bill from college when your roommate was supposed to return the remote and never did, or something along those lines. And so if we can isolate those factors and figure out, okay, in order for us to get qualified, we need to get here, we can make that happen and come up with a plan. And one thing I can tell you guys is, I promise I've seen it all.
There's no shame.
There is absolutely no shame. And so, don't be scared to have your credit reviewed. I'm never going to tell you it's impossible. And so, my promise to, and Gretchen's as well, is if you work with us, we'll help you get there. It may take a while, but we'll give you the tools to get there.
And it may not be as long as you think. I do have some people who come there like, yeah, I can't buy a house for a year. And when I start diving into why is that? Why do you think that way? I get them on the phone with you and they're ready to go in, 90 days.
Yeah.
And they have enough money. So just really knowing your specific situation and having somebody help you with that is a huge thing. And then when it comes to credit as well, most people have revolving lines of credit, and sometimes those can skew our numbers a little bit too.
Yep. So typically with, let's just use an American Express card, for example, they typically report towards the middle of the month. And so you can pay that credit card off every single month, but if we pull it, towards the middle of the month where you've charged it on a little bit, that may negatively impact your score. And so what we can do is rescore once you've had that balance paid to zero, and that can cause that score to go up and may help you qualify for more home, a better interest rate, a lower down payment.
That's really good to know.
And things like that.
What about, a lot of times people tell me the first thing they want to do before they'll let somebody pull their credits, pay off all the credit cards. That's not always the best scenario we found for getting your credit score right.
Absolutely. And to that response too, when we go ahead and pull it, we can say, okay, if you pay these 3 cards down, this score is going to go from a 640 to only a 660. And
it might not be paying them off. You heard him say paying down. It might be getting them to a manageable place.
Exactly. And so we can work through those factors together and, come up with a game plan to get you to the credit score that you need to be.
So here's the other thing. People say to me all the time is, I don't want my credit pulled over and over and over. And we know that that's a myth, that you're getting dinged 5 points every time your credit gets pulled.
Yep. So the CFPB has...
What does that mean?
Oh man, I should know that. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. It allows consumers to have their credit reviewed multiple times by a lender within a 45-day window without it negatively impacting the score.
Good to know.
And so the reason being is they want you to be able to shop to make sure you're getting the best interest rate, the best loan program out there. They don't want you to be in a position where you're handcuffed to the first person that's reviewed your credit at your local bank or something like that.
Exactly. I think that's a great thing for people to know, and so important. When it comes to credit, we all have questions. So if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to me or Paul. We are here to help, and we will get you headed in the right direction faster than you know. So stay tuned with us for our next video. We're talking about how long it takes to close, and I promise it's not what you think.